Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to the channel here. We're going to be back here doing another rebuild. First and foremost, I do have to thank you guys for all the support. We finally have hit 500 subscribers. That's really been a milestone of mine for a while now. So I really do appreciate all the support there. And if you guys are new to the channel, we do a lot of Madden content over here. I plan on doing a ton of Madden 20 content. Franchise mode, I'm already started up with a Pittsburgh one. I'm doing face of the franchise. I'm doing rebuilds, tutorial videos, anything like that. So if you guys are interested, make sure you hit that sub button. But without further ado, let's jump right into the rebuild here, taking on the Atlanta Falcons. So last year they were really plagued with the injury. I really think they would have been a serious contender if they wouldn't have had so many key injuries last year, to be honest. They had a lot of players injured, and they have a pretty good roster. A really good one, actually. So offense, you're going to have Matty Ice here. Devontae Freeman at running back. That's a real nice duo. You got Austin Hooper here, who isn't bad at all. He's really a young tight end who has a lot of upside to him. He's only 24, 85 overall already. So I plan on keeping him long term. Offensive line isn't too bad. You have one of the better centers. And you got a decent guard here with hidden development, so you don't know what he's going to be. Obviously, the receiving core is going to be the really sexy part of this O. So you're going to have Julio Jones, who shouldn't regress much since he does have a superstar X factor. And we have Calvin Ridley, so that's going to be our main receivers right there. Definitely want to get Ridley involved. He's already got star development here. Mohamed Sanu is going to play the slot for us. Really the only problem I could see on offense is maybe address offensive line a little bit. Maybe a right tackle and a left guard. How old's our left tackle here? Okay, 27. That's a bit tough for left tackle. Matty Ice is 34, so we might have to plan on addressing that if he does retire. I'm hoping he doesn't, though. Defense, like I said, the Falcons were plagued with injury last year. I think they would have been a real serious contender. They lost some nice players like Keanu Neal. He's coming back off an injury. You're going to have Deion Jones, one of the better young linebackers. You got Campbell here. We could get another outside linebacker here to go along with our already speedy linebacking core. We got a free safety in Kazi. That's a really nice one. We're going to throw Allen on the trade block just because Kazi does have a better upside. He's younger, and Allen's a little bit older, so we should be able to get a pick for him. Cornerbacks, we still do have Desmond Trufant, who is an elite corner, but he's 28, so he doesn't have an X factor. So I don't know how long he's going to hold on to that overall of his. So we'll see about that. Isaiah Oliver, though, does have star development, so he should be here a decent amount. We have Grady Jarrett, who should get some decent pressure. Tack McKinley, who's pretty good as well. And if we can fill this defensive line out a little bit more, I'm feeling pretty good about where we are currently. So I think this first year, we should be a decent contender. Granted, you know, the NFC South is always a dogfight. You got the Saints, you got the Panthers now. But I think we're a good enough team to make the playoffs this year in year one. So let's go ahead and see if we get any trade offers for that safety. And if not, I'll see you guys at midseason. All right, so we are getting quite a few offers here for our free safety. It's definitely not a bad safety. He's 81 overall. He's only 27. I'm looking to get picks, though, this year. So that's definitely what I'm looking for. And it looks like the best offer we're going to get is going to be from Pittsburgh. They're willing to give up a second-round pick for him. And we're going to be all over that. So we're going to give him up to Pittsburgh here and add a second-round pick for ourselves. All right, so we're back here at midseason, and we are a spicy 6-2, if you know what I'm saying. Just got a dub over Seattle. Real close game, 32-29. We'll take it. We'll take it. Somehow Tampa Bay's 5-2. You know what? We'll just leave it at that. I guess they do have some talent, but I definitely didn't see them going 5-2. But I guess anything can happen here. Go ahead and check out the players we're going to have to negotiate with. So we got a lot of young players we're going to have to re-sign here. Deion Jones, want to bring him back. Grady Jarrett, got to bring him back as well. Austin Hooper's coming back. Devondre Campbell. You know, that is a tough one because he is an outside linebacker. We're running a 4-3. We do have Deion Jones. We're going to pay him. That's a tough one right there. I don't know if I want to bring him back. That's a $7 million cap hit. And we're going to have to sign Calvin Ridley sooner or later. I don't know. That might be a player we let go of. Because you got to think, you know, we have Deion Jones. I just don't know how valuable a right outside linebacker is going to be in a 4-3 defense. I could see if it was a 3-4 defense and we really needed him. But if we re-sign Deion Jones here, he's a lot younger. He's going to be a stud at middle linebacker. And I think that's going to be a lot easier to replace than an outside linebacker. than a middle linebacker. So we'll probably let Devondre Campbell test, to be honest. I'm not looking forward to that contract of his, so definitely probably going to let him go. And that's going to be the only players we're going to re-sign here. So we'll get Austin Hooper, Jarrett, and Deion Jones signed long-term. Some of our young and up-and-coming players here. All right, guys, so we are here at the end of the season. It looks like we got a bye, which is pretty impressive to begin with. So let's go ahead and see who we're going to be playing in the divisional round real quick. Then we'll check out our stats. Ooh, Green Bay. Atlanta's kind of had Green Bay's number in the playoffs these last few years, to be honest. Ooh, wow, the NFC South wasn't as competitive as I thought it would be there. Okay. I'll take that. Ooh, wow, Matt Ryan puts up nasty numbers. He goes 4,400 yards, 38 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 68% completion rate. Pretty good year. Actually, really good year. Running the ball, Devontae Freeman here, 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. Bit high on the fumbles. But we get a nice year here by Ito Smith. 12 touchdowns, which is pretty good as the backup. Go ahead and check out the receiving department. Oh, wow. Julio Jones. 108 receptions? 1,300 yards, 1,400 yards about. 12 touchdowns. I mean, that's a Julio Jones year. Finally got rid of those red zone nightmare year he had. Remember that last year where he just couldn't get touchdowns? Or was that the year before last year? But either way, I mean, he had a tough time getting touchdowns, but not anymore. Not anymore. Austin Hooper doing his thing. Calvin Ridley had a nice year as well. 82 receptions. Keep in mind that the numbers for these other guys are going to be a bit deflated because we do have Julio Jones, so he is going to take a majority of the receptions. But still, Calvin Ridley put up decent numbers, and so did Austin Hooper, which isn't bad. Go ahead and check out the blocking department. Our tackles, our whole offensive line held up really well, which is surprising considering we do play in the NFC. We got some nasty pass rushers over here. Oh, that's a tough one right there. Devondre Campbell had a breakout year, didn't re-sign him. We still possibly could. You know what? I might franchise tag him. That could be an option. 113 tackles leads the team. 103 by Deion Jones. 102 by the corner Isaiah Oliver, which is impressive. 90 by Keanu Neal. We get, sacks, we struggle a bit. 7.5 sacks by Tack McKinley. 5.5 by Claiborne. 5.5 by Vic Beasley. 5 by Grady Jarrett, but 17 tackles for loss. Devondre Campbell, man, Devondre Campbell did work. Look, he had 113 tackles, 14 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, and 3 picks. Putting up numbers trying to get a contract, he is. 3 interceptions, he leads it. 2 by Kazi here, our free safety. 2 by Isaiah Oliver, and a couple of one bombs here. So all in all, we played pretty good here. We actually played really good. Let's go ahead and check out the MVP stats. Elliott wins it again. We come in at number 3 with Matty Ice. And that's the only player we have in the MVP conversation. But I'll take that. Let's go ahead and we'll just simulate these games because I don't want to hop into the playoff game year 1. Because even if we get the W, I don't want to end the rebuild in year 1. So we'll just see if we can't get through it. Green Bay. All right, we get through Green Bay. Can we get through Arizona? 8-8? Come on. We got it. We got the W over Arizona, top left. We're heading to the Super Bowl against Jacksonville. Bro, are we going to get a Super Bowl dub? Playing the 11-5 Jags. Year 1. Do we get the W? Let's see. We got the W year 1. We win the Super Bowl. So can we go back-to-back Super Bowls? So we get the W year 1. Didn't even have to work for it. We just straight up got that over Jacksonville. Beat them down real bad. So let's see if we can go for those back-to-back Super Bowls. We'll probably only do this rebuild up to year 3 since we already did get a Super Bowl W in year 1. But let's see if we can get a back-to-back Super Bowl dub. So in free agency here, since we already got a Super Bowl W and are only doing till the 3rd year here, we are going to approach it a bit differently. We might go after some veterans, which should make it a bit funner. Kind of change it up a little bit since we already got a Super Bowl dub in that 1st year. So we're going to try to do our best to get a W in the Super Bowl within these next 2 years as well. So we're going to go after some older players that I normally wouldn't sign, like Chris Harris here. But we're going to go after him because he's 31, but he does have an X factor. No other teams are offering him a contract, surprisingly. And he is an X factor corner, which is really nice. He's got nice stats all around the board. And he's got that shutdown X factor, and that's a pretty good X factor. So shutdown defenders have the talent to erase receivers from the game when they enter the zone. Their coverage is tighter and interceptions are more frequent on contested catches. I'll take that. I will take that to go along with True Flying. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's got to be a sick joke if he accepts it, dude. We're going to have a lockdown secondary to go along with Isaiah Oliver in the slot as well. Looking good there. We're going to go after Yannick Ngakoue here. And if we get him, I'm probably going to bounce him over to the left side because he's a real nice pass rusher. He can just get after you. Now, he normally declines my offer, so I'm going to give him an offer he can't refuse. And if he does refuse it, you know what? Joke's on him. We just won the Super Bowl, so that's on him. That's on him if he wants to sign somewhere else. As you can see, he's got nasty finesse move. So let's go ahead and see if anybody wants to come to Atlanta to try to win a Super Bowl within the next 2 years. Come on, bro. Do it. Do it. And they both accepted. All right. It looks like they're both looking for a championship. And I'm down with that. Let's go ahead and hop into the draft here. Okay, well, I am just realizing that our center retired, so that's going to put a hole in our plans really badly. So Alex Mack, one of the better centers in the league, does retire. So we're going to have to address that, but we also have some other offensive line concerns. So I'm going to go right tackle with our first round pick. This guy's an early second round projection, and he put up decent stats at the combine. He's just looks like he should be a decent all-around player here. So we draft him at 68 overall. Okay, that's tough. I need to learn that the stats aren't what they normally are. One of my subscribers actually commented and said, so if it says like B, usually a B, like just say a B+, that would be high 80s normally. But that's actually just out of the draft class, so out of their draft class, how good they are. So that's something I need to take in consideration there. Because I don't know if this guy's a starting caliber tackle even. Now, I know we don't need a receiver, but I'm real tempted to go after one just to see what Matty Ice can put up with just talent all around him. And Mohamed Sanu's regressing, so Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, and now if we get this guy Patrick Armour here, he's an early second-round talent, decent all around the board. He's a deep threat, 6'2", 190. He's got a really good deep route running, good release. So we're going to roll with him. He's a 69 overall. A bit of a reach, but he might start, actually. He's got good stats, and usually a nice speed guy like this can put up some nasty stuff, but we'll see. 69 overall isn't the best, though. If you guys have any tips here for the draft, please leave them down below in the comments, because I don't really get the drafting here so far in Madden 20. I definitely like it better where the players aren't, like, too good, but I'm not having a great time understanding, like this guy looks like he should be a monster, does he not? He put up good combine stats. He's got good skill ratings. So we're going to go after this center. And look, he's a 66 overall. Like, I just don't get that. Everything points to him being a good guy. And he's not. So I guess it's just a bit of a random factor. Like, look at that strength. He was like 4th or 5th in the combine there. So I guess I'm just not really understanding why these players aren't good. But yeah, that's tough. So with the last pick I show you guys here, we're going to go with a run stopper to try to replace Campbell, and we don't. We draft another bust. You know what? The only good thing I can say is we're coming off a Super Bowl victory year 1. Other than that, this draft has been a downfall for us. We have not got anybody good in this draft, and we're probably going to wrap it up here. I'll let you guys know if I do find a gem here later in the draft, but we'll see. It's not working out yet, so let's go ahead and hop right into year 2. All right, coming off a Super Bowl victory in year 2 here, I think we still did. I don't know if we improved. We lost our center, which is going to be a pretty tough loss for us. Actually, a really tough one. So our offensive line is looking a little bit shaky right now, but thankfully we already got that Super Bowl double in year 1. So, you know, we got that under our belt. So we got 2 years left here to try to get it done again. We're not going to do the full 5-year rebuild, like I said, just because we did win one so early. So let's go ahead and see what we're looking like. I definitely like our receiving core. This might be one of the better receiving cores in Madden. You got Julio, Calvin Ridley upgraded good. We got Austin Hooper, Mohamed Sanu to play the slot, Devontae Freeman, Matt Ryan. What's Matt Ryan's X Factor? I don't think I've seen his yet. It's just the, it's the pro reads. I was using that in my Steelers thing, and I finally realized what it does. I don't know if that's the greatest of X factors at all, because it takes a bit for it to open, like for the receiver to highlight, and by the time it highlights, you might just be sacked. So I don't know. That's a bit of a tough superstar X factor. Checking out the defense, though, I really like where we're at. We got a real nice defense brewing up in here. We go after Ngakoue, a nice speed rusher off the edge. You go along with another nice speed rusher that we already had, McKinley. He moves back over to the right side. Grady Jarrett on the inside. So I expect us to get massive pressure after opposing quarterbacks. We kept our main guy here, Deion Jones, at the middle linebacker spot. One of the better guys in the game. Outside linebacker's a bit tough after losing Campbell, but I just didn't want to give him the contract he wanted. You know, he's an outside linebacker for 4.3, and he wanted a big contract, so I just didn't want to get that done. Our safety tandem is pretty nice with Kazi here and Keanu Neal. Keanu Neal's got that superstar development. Besides him, we only have Chris Harris, who's the best guy on defense. But our cornerback core is really good. So Isaiah Oliver upgraded to a 76 overall. We also have Chris Harris, who we picked up, who's a X-Factor guy who should be able to lock down a side of the field to go along with Trufant. So I think our DBs are going to be nasty, especially in a division where we need them. You know, you got the up-and-coming Panthers receivers with DJ Moore. Saints got Michael Thomas. Tampa's got Mike Evans. So in a division like that, we really need these shutdown cornerbacks that we currently have. So I'm happy about that. So that's going to do it here for the roster check-in. Let's go ahead and set our season goal. We're going to make the playoffs again because we finished 12-4. The only reason I could see us not making the playoffs is possibly, you know, losing a couple of our offensive linemen. But besides that, we got better on defense. But that's a tough schedule to start up on. Look at how we go here. We go Dallas, freaking Panthers, Saints, Vikings, Saints. That's tough right there, but let's go ahead and get right to midseason. Okay, and this is where we're going to start getting into some serious contract issues. Like Julio Jones wants re-signed, Keanu Neal, Tack McKinley, our free safety Kazi here, Mohamed Sanu. Yeah, we got a lot of guys that want to come back. I'm probably not going to prioritize Mohamed Sanu here, but we'll check. What's our cap situation looking like? Okay, it's not the best. It's not in a great situation. I'm hoping we can get these done. Julio wants a massive contract, though. $16 million a year? That's a tough one, but we're going to have to re-sign him 100%. He's our best player on our team, so we got to bring him back. We'll get these players re-signed and head right to the end of the year. Well, man, it looks like the Falcons are back in Madden. They definitely took a downfall in Madden 19 a little bit. They weren't making the playoffs as much, but, man, the Falcons look to be a powerhouse, as they should be. They have the roster to be up there. Oh, it's a dogfight in the NFC South this year. Saints 12-4. We go 11-5. Freaking Panthers are 9-7. Get out of here, dude. I'm telling you, the AFC West is tough, but I still think that's the toughest division in the league by far. I mean, you got some straight-up monsters in that division to have to face. I wouldn't want to be a team in that division. I mean, you never know what's going to happen there. But we're going to be taking on Dallas here in the wild card. We'll jump into the game. And since we did not do the year one, we'll jump into this one, see if we can maybe make a run. Let's go ahead and check out the stats for the year, see how we did. See what Matty Ice put up. Number 1 on offensive yards, that's what we like to see. Bringing back shades of when Matt Ryan won that MVP. 25th in defensive yards, that's rough. 4,300 yards, 36 touchdowns. Bit high on the picks by Matt. 13, 69% completion rate though. Running the ball, we get about 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns? No fumbles by Freeman. That's a nice year. Julio Jones puts up good numbers, 94 receptions, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. Calvin Ridley starting to get more involved in the receptions department. Austin Hooper, 71, 800, and only 1 touchdown. Wow. Calvin Ridley, 85, 808. Mohamed Sanu, 50, 709. So we're just spreading the ball around, it looks like. Julio Jones still got his targets, though. Go ahead and check out blocking. It looks like we definitely... we held up better than I expected. I expected to get demolished under that O-line, but we held up. We held up. Defensively here, what? I don't think I've ever seen that many. 144 tackles by Deion Jones. 118 by... I'm not even going to attempt that name. 88 by Neal. 87 by Kazi here. Sacks, we get 8 by Tack McKinley, 6 by Grady Jarrett, 5.5 by Ngakoue, 3 by Deion Jones. We get 5 picks by Chris Harris. That's what you want to see there. 3 by Keanu Neal. 1 by, again, I can't attempt it. It just looks like a lot of people aren't throwing Trufant's way. At least I'm hoping that's what it is. Catches allowed 34. So, I mean, that's not bad because Chris Harris allowed 45. So, we got some nice corners. We got that going for us. So, cornerbacks are pretty nice for us. We're going to quickly check out the yearly awards. Jacoby, okay, I have a problem with that. Jacoby Brissett wins MVP, okay. We come in at number 6 with Matt Ryan. So we're in there at number 6. I just have a hard time believing Jacoby Brissett's going to win MVP for the Saints, but he does. So let's go ahead and hop right into this game against Dallas. See if we can go on a roll again. All right, playing at Jerry World here, taking on the 8-8 Cowboys. Can we get it done? In case you guys are wondering, I will jump in the game at sometimes, but usually it's only like once it gets to year 4, year 5, because I don't really want to control if we win the Super Bowl or not. I just want it to be the team that we rebuild. You know, I don't want to have the factor of if I make a play here or there and we get the W. I just want it to be on my team that I built up. So we're going to see if we can't get it done over these next couple of years here. Well, we got this year and next year since we already did win a year 1. See if we can get done, though. We score 7 real quick. I really love the sim in Madden 20. It's really nice. It's pretty... Oh, what? Did we miss the extra point? That could be the game. Oh, my God, dude. No, we tied... Okay, we hit a 2-point conversion, so that wouldn't have been the game. We tied up late. Dallas hit the field goal, but we hit a touchdown, and that's going to do it, dude. Get out of here, Dallas. We're out here hunting for Super Bowls with Atlanta, and nobody's going to stop us. We're on a rampage. We're going back for back-to-back W's in the Super Bowl, if you know what I'm saying. Matt Ryan, you know what? He's definitely had some hard moments in that Super Bowl. He wants to get rid of those moments. And I think going back-to-back Super Bowls, maybe back-to-back Super Bowls, would get the job done. All right, taking on Chicago. This is probably the toughest game we're going to have. Chicago's got a nasty defense. So if a team's going to take us out, I'd say Chicago has a nice chance of it. But we got a good defense of our own, so I don't know how well, Trubisky will play. We'll see, though. Man, we got some lockdown corners, though, right? Wow, Chicago's marching on us on passing plays. What? Okay, Chicago's just beating up on us right now. And that's surprising because we have some lockdown cornerbacks coming back, though. Tie it up late. Chicago takes the lead. We tie it up again, though. We get the lead late, and we get the W again. Okay. Jesus, dude, Atlanta's insane. I don't want to have to face them in my franchise. That's all I can say, dude. Atlanta's putting up monster numbers. What is going on here? Something had to have happened. So Matt Ryan threw it 49 times. Matt Ryan's just playing out of his mind right now. Freeman didn't even run the ball great. Is it Julio? Okay. Well, Julio's putting up numbers. 11 for 130? Okay, dude. Okay. We're getting it done. We're moving on to the conference championship again. Taking on the freaking Nollan Saints up in here. See if we can get it done. We're facing the MVP, Jacoby Brissett. We'll see. Okay. They're dotting us up right now. It's always a tough game, though, when Atlanta plays New Orleans. Ooh, wow, they go up double digits on us. We tie it up, though. We can score. We can score with the best of them. Ooh, that's a tough one to come out of, though. We tied up. We went for 2? We went for 2. That's what I would call a gambler. Actually, no, were we at 35? We must have been at 35. Good lord, though, dude. Player of the game, Matt Ryan? Come on, dude. Like, we're tearing defenses apart right now. 34 at 45, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions? Okay, I see you. Who put up a good game here at the Falcons? Everybody. Freeman, this is receiving the ball. Devontae Freeman put up 8 receptions, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Were we putting him out wide? Good lord, dude. The Falcons are just... I don't know anymore. I don't know. We're just shredding people late game, coming up clutch. I think we went for 2 there at the end. Let me know if I'm just seeing things, or did we go for 2 there to get the dub? But either way, we get the dub and we're going back to the Super Bowl. So we're going to be taking on the Houston Texans up in here. Let's go ahead and get it done. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it done. Let's get the W. Let's get back-to-back Super Bowls. You hardly are ever going to get a chance like this. Let's get it, you know? Texans are one of those teams, though, that I'm a little scared of. We score 7 on them, though. We just got a lockdown defense, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to jinx myself, but, man, we got a gnarly defense. Texans take the lead. We take it right back. It seems like whenever a team gets a touchdown, we can take the lead right real quick. Texans, though, we get the W again? Bro, that's back-to-back Super Bowls. The Falcons are OP as crap right now. It was a close game there. The Falcons definitely had a close one against the Texans, so we get back-to-back Super Bowls. I don't know. Do we want to play year 3? Do we want to go for back-to-back-to-back Super Bowls? Because I don't know if we're going to get much better than back-to-back. I don't know. Do we want to end it here? You know what? I think we're going to end it here. I don't think we can get much better than back-to-back Super Bowls like that. We had a gnarly team going on. So I think we are going to end the rebuild there, guys. And I know it's a bit of a shorter rebuild, but, I mean, there's not much you can do when you're getting back-to-back Super Bowl dubs like that. You know, it just feels good. I definitely feel like this Madden 20 is doing a lot better in the simulation department, because I felt like Madden 19, I was making God squads out here, and we just weren't getting W's. And I made a pretty good squad here. I definitely felt the effect of signing that shutdown corner, Chris Harris, which is pretty cool, because it definitely felt like we were shutting some teams down in at least the passing department. So I feel like moves that you make actually make a difference here in Madden 20. So I really like that about the simulation mode for rebuilds, because I really love doing rebuilds, and I love when they pay off like this, when you can get back-to-back Super Bowl dubs. It really does feel good. That's going to do it, though, for this rebuild, guys. If you guys did enjoy it, please make sure you hit that sub button. I do a lot of other Madden 20 content as well if you want to check that out. I'm currently doing a Steelers franchise who I am going to play with for the whole remainder of Madden 20. I'm doing a face of the franchise, just got drafted there. If you wanted to, I got drafted by. Make sure you check that video out as well. I do tutorial videos, so if you wanted any of that, make sure you hit that sub button, turn on that notification bell as well, and let me know which team you want to see me rebuild next. I appreciate you guys watching, guys, and I do appreciate hitting 500 subscribers. That's really been a milestone of mine for a while now, and we finally hit it, so I really do appreciate that, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.